British money, passports and uniforms are being changed. Prince Charles is putting on a crown and doesn't even have time to mourn properly. And Camilla is getting ready to become a new queen. London Bridge is down. These words mean the longest reigning British monarch has passed away. What does that mean for the whole world in general and for the royal family in particular? Elizabeth has been with us for almost a century, so it's very hard to imagine life without her. But let's see what will happen to the kingdom now that its queen has gone. The first thing that happened immediately after her death was Prince Charles becoming king. This means that the national anthem has been changed from God Save the Queen to God Save the King. The Queen's image on banknotes will be replaced with the image of Charles. It is said that he posed for these images quite a long time ago. The new currency will be used immediately and the old currency will be slowly collected by the banks and post offices, but it will probably take several years until the old money won't be used at all. The same will happen to stamps and passports, as well as police and military uniforms. Now to the question that has been asked for many years. Will Camilla become queen now that Charles is the king? Technically, no, she will not be a queen. She is now a queen consort, pretty much like Prince Philip was to Queen Elizabeth. Camilla will be helping her husband in meetings and business. What else will change now with the Queen's death? There are a couple of changes that will stick only for the period of national mourning. For example, all the media has been prepared for the Queen's death for months, if not years. The BBC News reporters changed their regular clothes to black ones, which they have in the studio at all times. This may not sound highly important to many people, but one BBC newscaster who wasn't properly informed about the Queen Mother's death in 2002 was heavily criticised for wearing a maroon tie instead of black. The traditional BBC Red News sticker turned black. The stock exchange and shops and businesses closed on the day of the Queen's death to show respect. According to tradition, a footman dressed in black approached the gates of Buckingham Palace and placed a black-edged notice on the gates saying that the Queen has passed. This is done for everyone who was standing near the palace and might not have known the news yet. Pilots also announced the Queen's death to people travelling on commercial flights, due to most of those people not having access to 24-hour live news while in the air. The royal family's official website showed the announcement on its homepage. Flags were lowered to half-mast. Bells tolled in churches around the city. The day after the Queen's death, her son, Prince, now King, Charles made his first official speech to the nation, in which he paid tribute to his late mother and explained some of the plans for his reign. During this time, the BBC won't show any comedy shows, but you'll see many documentaries about the Queen. Things have already begun changing, but the Queen's death may change much more than a picture on a stamp or a passport. For example, Australia has expressed their desire to become a republic, and the Queen's passing may increase their chances to do so. Furthermore, other countries could follow. This will weaken the British monarchy significantly.
And she's replaced by a highly political, deeply weird man. The debate will be transformed, particularly since he has announced that he intends to interfere with politics, using his unelected position to lobby for eccentric political causes. An overtly political king will be death for the monarchy.
And the last but not the least important change, the line of succession. Now that Charles is the king, William is next in line to the throne. He is now called Prince of Wales, which makes Kate Princess of Wales. But since it was the title of Princess Diana, Kate might opt out in respect to her late mother-in-law. This also makes Prince George second in line. Next comes Princess Charlotte, Prince Louis, and the fifth in line is Prince Harry. Rest in peace, Queen Elizabeth.